You know, most moms will tell you that motherhood is the most important job of their lifetime. And for some women who have struggled to become a mother, that role takes on a whole different meaning. And with Mother's Day just a few days away, today's In Search Of is the story of an area woman that counts her blessings every single day. Carrie and Scott Finch of Crosse always knew they wanted children. The sticking point came with just how many.
He said he wanted 2 kids, and I said I wanted 4.
The couple got married in 1999, and 2 years later decided it was time to start a family.
We tried for a good year or more on our own.
Growing frustrated and concerned, they turned to the help of a fertility doctor. They immediately started treatment options and eventually were able to get pregnant, only to have a miscarriage a short time later.
It's a loss, because as soon as you get pregnant, you have that immediate connection.
Unfortunately, just a few months later, the same thing happened once again.
You know, you go through all the hormones of every month and waiting, and then it's kind of a letdown, and then, you know, everywhere you look, there's a pregnant person, you know, around you, or somebody you know just gets pregnant or just had a baby, and you just so want to be there, and, you know, people tell you to relax, and you can't relax when you want something so badly.
But in early 2002, good news finally came their way.
I was feeling just like sick to my stomach, you know, and I was just so tired. So I called, and they did a test, and they called me back, and sure enough, I was pregnant, and I just couldn't believe it. You know, we just prayed to God for a healthy baby.
On November 9th, 2002, those prayers were answered.
We had names picked out ahead of time, and of course, when she came out, Scott said, "It's an Isabella," because we had Jackson or Isabella, and with tears in his eyes, and
they're coming back again.
She's here, and I can't believe I'm a mom.
It's just like instantaneous love. It's like you can't explain how it just gushes out. It's just there. It's amazing.
Parenthood was all they dreamed of and more. And since they knew they wanted at least 2 children, they didn't wait long before trying again. But they were in for more heartache. After 2 more losses early on, they got pregnant again and made it to the halfway point.
You know, everything was going well through all my doctor appointments. I mean, we were laughing during the ultrasound because, you know, the baby was moving all around and everything, and the ultrasound tech needed to go check with Dr. Peck about something. And I said, "Scott, something's wrong, you know." And she just shook her head, and I just said, "It's not good, is it?" And she said, "No, Carrie, I'm sorry. The baby has what's called anencephaly, and what that is when the brain doesn't develop all the way, and they never live. Those babies never live."
They named him Jackson Scott.
We held him, and we had a funeral.
It was the most difficult time of their lives, but they had this one little blessing, keeping their spirits up and their hopes alive.
And we knew that it was possible. I mean, we have a healthy child. We know that it can happen.
And they were right. 1 year later, they were pregnant again.
The sonographer types on the screen, "It's a boy." And I just immediately just totally lost it, because, I mean, at that moment is when my healing started, I think, with Jackson.
Isaac John arrived on October 31st, 2006.
And I looked up at him, and he said, "It's an Isaac."
It wasn't an easy journey, but because of it, they learned a lot about love and loss and what's truly important.
Don't take them for granted. Make sure that you don't let every little hustle and bustle of life, don't let that get in the way. It's easy to do.
It's a difficult road, but, you know, you just got to put your faith out there, and hopefully it leads you in the right direction.
There's not a day that goes by that I don't laugh with them, that they don't bring sunshine to my life, and they're amazing. Every day that I have them, I thank God for them.
So as for that debate that they had at the beginning of their relationship, whether they were going to have 2 or 4 children, they both say they are happy and content with their family just the way it is right now. So 2 will be what the Finches have. Now, one thing that I wanted to point out, Carrie and Scott both said that with all the losses that they had, and they had 6 losses between pregnancies and ectopic pregnancies and their son Jackson, they really credited, Gunderson Lutheran has a program that recognizes these as babies and helps the families to grieve. And she said, you know, that really just helped in allowing them to grieve and get through this and move on. And so, you know, I know both hospitals do a great job of helping parents with losses out there. And so she wanted to give some credit to them where credit is due. So congratulations. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. And hopefully you'll have a great day on Sunday. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.